Your story may not have such a happy beginning, but that doesn't make you who you are. It is the rest of the story who you choose to be. With some good percentage of marks like 80%, 90%, but gradually that graph started decreasing because in most of our family it's a belief that your marks decides your futures. I should not uh, stay average. At least I should try. Frequently, he used to tell different stories, and that I used to get inspired because of that. In just next 1 or 1.5 months, you have an exam, the first semester exam. When you are shifted from your own city where you used to live with your family, and now you shifted to hostel, studying 5 subjects and getting clear at least 40 marks. I gave exam, got a result. I was failed in all subjects, right? So I got 82% in 12th, and in first year of first semester I failed in all subjects. Somehow my friends get to know, they rushed to my room, they took me to the hospital that night. My parents came, and I was almost for 15 to 20 days I was in a hospital. So again a terrible situation. I failed in first year, failed in second year 2 times, attempted a suicide. Somehow I managed to come into third year, and in third year also I failed. So I was not prepared to tell this news to my parents. कॉलेज के गेट के इस तरफ हम लाइफ को नचाते हैं, गेट के उस तरफ लाइफ हमको नचाती है. एंड सेम हैपेंड. He called me from US, and it took around 1 hour. We had a conversation around 1 hour, and he got to know so many things about me, and so they understood that if he's been put into a certain situation, then he can do anything. So I got the job there. I remember in my school life I was an average student. By the way, I started my first standard, second standard with some good percentage of marks like 80%, 90%, but gradually that graph started decreasing. Soon after some years I started getting 60%, 50%, like that, and my parents were not happy with it because in most of our family it's a belief that your marks decides your futures, right? So although it is somewhat true as well, but my parents were not happy with my marks, the regular falling of the progress graph down, right? So soon after some years, means in my 9th and 10th, I realized that I should do something. This should not be the case, right? I should not stay average. At least I should try. Okay, so in 10th, everybody knows that 10th is the crucial year of the school. So, and of course it is called as SSC exam. So in my SSC exam I put a lot of efforts and got around 67%. Okay, so that was actually huge as compared to my past marks, right? So I got good marks, and I managed to get science in one of the college in our city. By the way, I'm from Ahmednagar. So in Ahmednagar I got an admission for science in Sarda College. So I started going there, and then I was also going for the classes or tuitions for physics, chemistry, maths. So there I got some inspiration from the teachers from there, because one of the teacher, the maths teacher, he was engineer itself, and he used to tell us the different stories, how he scored good marks and how he actually managed to get the admission in a good engineering college and what are the opportunities. So frequently he used to tell different stories, and that I used to get inspired because of that. and I thought this at least in this 12th I will score a good. Okay, so I put a lot of efforts there, and of course the guidance of the teachers were there, the tuition teachers, their notes were also really good. So I studied a lot, and that time we used to get admission in the engineering based on physics, chemistry, maths. So I scored 82% in a group physics, chemistry, math, and that was a good that time. And I managed to get an admission in one of the reputed college in the Pune University. So the PICT was the college wherein I got admission. You know, after your 12th, your result, you get to know your results almost 3 to 4 months after you get your exam completed at by the end of the March, and you get the result in most probably in June, July. I don't exactly remember, but so lately you get your result, and after that the uh, process of admission it starts, right? So when you get to get into the engineering college, so I'm talking about that time. This nowadays I don't know how the things are happening exactly, but that time when I was in 12th in 2002, so um, we used to get admitted in the engineering college, and in just next 1 or 1.5 month you have a exam, the first semester exam, and we had 5 subjects, very hard, or I can say very lengthy subjects, and I never had a habit to study within such a short time, right? Because the 12th get the full 1 year to study, and in engineering, that was the first semester, I got only 1.5 month to study, and even that was not sufficient, because half of the time it gets to when you are shifted from your own city where you used to live with your family, and now you shifted to hostel, so adjustment of that, and then study. So everything, it was actually, I couldn't cope up with that easily. So studying 5 subjects and getting clear at least 40 marks, that was difficult, and I gave exam, got a result, I was failed in all subjects, right? So means I got 82% in 12th, and in first year of first semester I failed in all subjects. So that was a terrible thing, but I knew that, because I knew I couldn't get a time to study, but that's okay. So in the next semester, 5 more subjects and 5 backlogs along with that, so all the 10 subjects I I actually was appearing for. So then second semester started, and I was trying to cope up with the current studies as well as the backlog studies. I got proper PL, or preparation leave, as well, but again 10 subjects I could not manage to study them all properly, and after first year I got failed. Okay, so in engineering, minimum 7 subjects you need to pass that time, uh, out of 10, so you get 80 KT, allowed to keep the term 80 KT. You get 80 KT if you are passed in 7 subjects, but I was passed in just 4 subjects. 6 subjects were backlog, so I couldn't continue, I couldn't get the 80 KT, and I had an year drop then. So I thought it positively, because in the last year I couldn't get a time to study the things. So now I have an opportunity, so this is a gap, this is a drop, so wherein I will study the backlogs, and also I will study in advanced. I chose the branch IT, that is information technology, and we had different programming like subjects, wherein I had no idea about it, but I thought that in this year, in this gap, I will not only clear my all the backlogs, but I will also go for the classes of C, C++, Java, also computer hardware. Okay, because we need to have our own computer, own personal computer, uh, for the further studies. So it was not compulsory, but it would be better if you have your own personal computer. And that time I was also interested in the internal things in a computer. And that time, even today, people get the assembled computers, so you can get hard disk, RAM, and different parts of the computer. You can combine them and you can create a CPU. So in my gap, I taken training for that as well, how to uh, assemble the computer, how to troubleshoot the hardware. So I took a training for that as well. I took a training for C, C++, and somewhat Java as well. And meanwhile, I took a classes for M3 as well, M1, M2, M3. These were actually mathematics subjects. I took classes for M3 as well. So such a powerful preparation I was with. And of course, in that gap, I cleared all the subjects. Might be one or two subjects were back, but I managed to get into the next year, that is second year. And this time the new people were there with me, but that's okay. I started with a new enthusiasm. The second year started. The first semester subjects were some of them were exactly the same that I studied in my last year drop. So it was easy for me to pass. There were 5 subjects. I passed in 4 subjects this time. Out of them, I passed in 4 subjects. And there was one subject, financial management, industrial management, and that was out of the technicality. So I couldn't manage to pass in that. But so for 4 subjects I passed, and there was only one backlog with me. Okay, and that was much better situation. So second semester started, second year, second semester started. But this year, this semester, we have so many different difficult subjects like microprocessor controllers, microprocessor systems, and I don't remember, but few subjects were so terrible. Again, I could not manage to study them properly. Then this semester also passed, and this time I gave exam and I got a result, and in the result I was again failed. Okay, as I said, in engineering, out of 10 you should at least pass the 7 subject, and this time I think I was passed in 6 subjects, and again 4 subjects were backlog. Okay, I had no idea what to do this time. So because second time I failed, and I had no idea how to tell my parents. So through one of my close friend, I sent this news to my home, my parents, and then I went home. And that day nobody speak anything about it. Next day, I had discussion with my father, and he said that if you are going with this speed, so it will take total 8 years to complete the engineering. So how are you going to do? Are you really interested in doing this? Do you want to change the things? I said no, I want to do engineering, and I'll complete it. Give me some time. This time I'll study properly, and I'll be passed. Okay, so I started with the study, and again I started with the study, and this time I started exploring some other things as well along with my studies. So like that time the Google AdSense was the new thing, and I was involved in some MLM company, because some of my classmates were actually promoting one MLM company. So somehow they dragged me into that as well. So I used to go to some meetings there, and there actually it was a product wherein I got one web space from there, and I get to learn how to create a website, right? So there were so many tools internally, and I learned to create the website. And later on I realized Google provides ads for your website. If you have a website, so you get ads and you get paid for it. So um, then I took a hosting. Okay, so it was a time around 2003 4 kind of per year it was. And I purchased hosting. Okay, so that time India Times was also in a hosting, so it took around 2 to 3 thousand for domain name plus the hosting. I got the hosting, and I prepared a website. Some articles were there or something I was doing there, and I got Google AdSense. That time criteria was so easy, so I got the Google AdSense. And I was now, because I could see my earning there, so I was again more involved in that Google AdSense and the website kind of thing. And again I ignored my studies. So this time I was already in a gap, and when the exam happened, I again failed. Okay, so it was more than a terrible situation. I failed in first year, I failed in second year, and this was the gap year. Again I failed, right? And this time I really had no idea uh, how can I go to my parents. I decided I cannot face my parent. I cannot. I don't know what to do further, because now 2 times I failed, and what is the guarantee if I again start studying? Then I will be passed, or I was so confused and so depressed as well. So that time I remembered I attempted a suicide. Okay, I drink some poison like a thing, and um, you know somehow my friends get to know. They rushed to my room, they took me to the doctor, and then hospital. That night my parents came, and I was almost for 15 to 20 days I was in a hospital. Then I came back from there, and I didn't know what my parents are planned for. What was their plan? Uh, I was thinking whether they are going to keep me in engineering or not. I had no idea, because for 20 days where really each day was nightmare when I was in the hospital. So after I come back from the hospital, then again my father and I had a discussion, and my father said, no, you do engineering, you continue the engineering, this time you study better hard. Nobody will say you anything, just be with yourself, continue your study, and let's see what happens. So again I started the studies, and this time I was quite serious. So I continued my study, and I managed to pass my subject at least for going to the next year. And I went in the next year. So this was the third year now. Again, new year, new class, new friends. Uh, Subjects were good, and this time I thought, now just one mistake and I'm gone. So I thought I should concentrate more on studies, and focus more on the college activities only. Again, this year also passed, and in spite of my lot of efforts, I again failed. Okay, so again a terrible situation. I failed in first year, failed in second year 2 times, attempted a suicide. Somehow I managed to come into third year, and in third year also I failed. So I was not prepared to tell this news to my parents, and of course I didn't tell, right? And so I said on phone that I'm passed. Oh, okay. So my parents said, okay, that's okay, you're passed, it's okay. So nobody checked my um, mark sheet, nobody checked, because some different things were going on in the family. So For the time being, I was saved this time, but I knew that next 1 year will be the terrible thing with me, because how can I manage? Because I need to go to the classes and I need to maintain the 70% attendance. Otherwise, they are going to send uh, the letter to my house that your son is not attending the classes. And one day it happened as actually. So somehow my attendance was not 70%. So my parent received a letter and my father called me and said, how come the letter come? So somehow I said that it might be a mistake and just ignore that. And this was the last year, my Bachelor of Engineering BE. I couldn't afford for a single backlog as well. Okay, so this time, like Arya Parvali situation thing. So first semester happened, I cleared all the subjects with all the backlogs. Then second semester happened, and that time also I finally cleared all the exams, and this way I finally completed my engineering. So I was happy. I got the degree certificate, everything in the university, and I was completely out of this mess of engineering. I was happy. But you might have heard one of the dialogue from Rang De Basanti that कॉलेज के गेट के इस तरफ हम लाइफ को ना चाहते हैं, गेट के उस तरफ लाइफ हमको ना चाहती है. And same happened. So next struggle was to get the job. Okay, and because of lot of gaps, I hardly get a chance to 2 to 3 companies in my campus interview. I had no other skills to get a job but the engineering. Okay, so I learned the aptitude skills. I took a classes for aptitude skills because that was the first criteria to enter into company. You have to clear the aptitude test. I was good in aptitude, so I went for so many companies for an interview. So might be in 2 to 3 rounds I used to get out of the process, or because of my academic background I was not getting job. So lot of struggle. And then I took a course on core Java plus advanced Java from an institute. So I took the course, I put those knowledge, and somehow I get one call by a company, and I got a job there, right? So that interview was very interesting because the company was in Pune, in Magarpatta, and the owner of the company, or the manager I can say, he was there in US, and 2 rounds it took. So both were on phone. One took by the local person, the one who was there in India, and of course some aptitude questions were there and one program was there. So I cleared. I have done both. And the second interview, it was in the night at around 11 to 12 o'clock. He called me from US, and it took around 1 hour. We had a conversation around 1 hour, and he got to know so many things about me. And lastly, there were actually only 2 questions. One was aptitude question, that was I was so much prepared of, and second one was a program. So he asked me to do a program for. He asked me how much time you will take. So the program was take n by n matrix and print the spiral traversal of it. Okay, it was a tough program. Those who are computer background or programming background, they might understand this. So you have been given n by n matrix and you have to print the spiral traversal of it, and I did that. I applied the proper logic and I did that. So they understood that if he's been put into a certain situation, then he can do anything. So I got the job there. Okay, I started working there. But here what happened is, there were very few people. Everybody has to work independently. Okay, and my knowledge, you can say, or my ability to cope up with the things, that was not that much. It used to happen that I used to take half of the day to understand what is to be done, and half of the day I used to start, and at the end of the day till late night also I couldn't complete my work. Okay, so I was getting so much frustrated because of this, because I was not understanding the things, what work is going on, and how I should effectively do it. Okay, so it 1 month passed, 2 month passed, and then the owner said, one fine morning he said that we don't think the stuff we are doing here you are capable for that. And I lost my job. I came back home and I was so much terrified with the programming itself. After failing of this job, I thought that now programming will not be our cup of tea. So what to do? We have completed the engineering, so we have to be in the softwares. So what to do? So there is one more field called software testing, so you should go into the software testing. So I took a course. Again I started finding another job, but somehow I managed to get one job in one of the company, but even there I need to pay for the 2 months salary, because it was by a consultancy, and this was actually so much in practice in Pune. Some consultancies used to give you call, and if you get selected you need to pay the 2 months salary, and I did that. I got a job and I paid 2 months salary, and I went into that company. So there were a lot of things to learn, but that company that time was taking anybody who can pay, right? So I found there that the people who were not getting a job anywhere, everybody came here, came to their company. Okay, so there were gradually around 2000 people gathered in the sense they hired them. Of course they collected money of 2 months there, and later on company I guess had no vision. They didn't know how to do the business, and after around 6 months that company also shut down, and again I was jobless there. And again the same struggle started to search for a job. Again I uploaded the resume on the Naukri. uh, I was getting some call. I was traveling from one company to another company, and I was not at all getting selected. I was so much quite again frustrated because of the things were happening. I was tired of listening one dialogue. You might have also listened so many times that you can leave for the day, we'll contact you later. So one day I remember I was so much agitated, and I got one call. So one company was there in the Chaturshrungi road on Pune. I went there. So it was a huge company. It was a good company. For a whole day the process happened. The initial interview, aptitude test, technical test, 1 or 2 rounds also happened there. I came out of the company because by the end of the whole process I realized that they didn't selected me. Okay, and when I come out of the company I saw that my bike was punctured. Okay, so I took the bike because that was the area far away from my home. I don't remember the kilometers, but 1.5 hours it took to it generally take to reach to my house from the Chaturshrungi. So I took my bike and went nearby shop, and he opened the tire. He said that not only the bike is punctured, but there are some scratches on the tires as well. So you need to actually put patches over there. So otherwise it won't be useful even if I remove the puncture. So I was again I had very limited money in my pocket. So and that was actually the compulsion, because how can I go to the home. I uh, gave all the money for almost all the money to get my tire repaired. So I remember it was 560 rupees, and after that it left only 40 rupees in my pocket. So I took my bike and I started traveling, and I reached to the half of the road, and I realized that I had no petrol in my bike. Okay, and I had no options because the petrol pump was there very far away, very very far away. So that time, first time I took my bike, I started walking from Karve Road till the Varje. Okay, so those who stay in Pune might realize from start of the Karve Road or Karve statue till the Varje, I walked with my bike. Okay, and during that walk, I was thinking something. Okay, I was frustrated, I was sad, and I was thinking something. What is going on in my life? So how much struggle and how long I am supposed to do the struggle? I was literally crying that time. Talking about this today, it's easy, but that day it was not. Each step was, you know, very much terrible for me that day. Step by step, somehow I managed to reach to the petrol pump. There were only 40 rupees. I got my bike filled up with the petrol, and I went from there to my flat, my room. And I thought, this is enough, Amol. So, throughout your journey, just understand there is only one thing which is lagging in your whole life and in your whole struggle, and that is the discipline. Because you were not disciplined, you didn't study it properly. Because you didn't study it properly, you didn't score properly. Because you didn't score properly, you didn't get a job easily. And even in the job, you didn't took the effort that you are supposed to take. And if you continue doing this, you will go nowhere. You have to change yourself. And that time I decided I will not prepare myself like a mediocre. And that day I decided to fight back again. I still remember one uh, dialogue from one of the movie. It inspired me. It says that your story may not have such a happy beginning, but that doesn't make you who you are. It is the rest of the story who you choose to be. So I again started studying. That time I decided that whatever job I'm getting, I will give it to my fullest. So somehow I get one job. That time salary was so much less, but I thought, let's give our 100% to this. So I took a lot of efforts in that company. There was not a single work for which I said no. I always took an initiative. For sometimes, for example, there was an opportunity to develop a website. In spite of uh, I was working as a software test engineer there, but because that was a need, I did a web designing. Then later on, I got the opportunity to, you know, conduct the internship, do the projects of the last year people, do the marketing of the internship, do the student counseling. So that work also I did, not just with the software testing. Along with that, I did so many different things there. And in that company I worked for around more than 5 to 6 years. After that, during the last few years, I was taking some classes part time for software testing, automation testing. And when I thought that I can survive with the classes only, so that time I left my job and I continued with the classes. So since last 2 to 3 years, I am working with my uh, own classes. I started with my home only, and now after the COVID situation, the classes are online, and I'm not saying that I'm now successful. It is a journey, and it will be going on. But yes, I am now independent, and I don't worry about tomorrow, because now I have enough experience, enough knowledge to survive myself. So this was Amol Uzagre. I'm signing off, and we'll meet in the next video. Thank you very much.